The coffee sits untouched on the table as CharlieWoods stares at his phone. 2 emails are open, but neither has been answered. On one screen glows Stanford's crimson logo. On the other, Miami's orange and green. Outside, Florida rain pounds against the windows of his father's $54 million Jupiter Island estate. This decision isn't just about golf. It's not even just about college anymore. Across town, another teenager posts a photo from the green blonde hair glowing in the sunlight. The caption reads, "Blessed, Kai Trump, granddaughter of a former president. $1 million NIL deals before finishing high school." Charlie's finger hovers over the like button. He doesn't press it. Not yet. His father built a legacy that turned golf into a religion. Stanford, the path of champions, the breeding ground of major winners, the school that shaped Tiger's destiny. Miami, sunshine, freedom, closeness to home, and maybe proximity to someone who understands what it feels like when your last name weighs more than your swing. The deadline is 48 hours away. The world thinks it knows what Charlie will choose. The world has no idea what's actually going on inside his head. This isn't just another sports rumor. It's about pressure, identity, and the choices that define you when no one is watching. CharlieWoods didn't choose his last name, but he wears it like armor, heavy, protective, impossible to remove. At 17, he has lived under more scrutiny than most people do in a lifetime. Cameras have followed him since he could walk. Analysts have studied his swing since he was 8. Every tournament, every mistake, every celebration is compared to one man, Tiger Woods. 15 major championships. 683 weeks as world number 1, the man who transformed golf into global theater. Now, in 2026, Tiger sits unranked, his body worn down by 7 surgeries. His ranking has fallen to 2,590th in the world. The legend is fading. A new sun is rising. Charlie knows what people expect. Follow the blueprint. Go to Stanford, win NCAA titles, turn pro, chase majors, become the next Tiger Woods. But here's what nobody talks about. Charlie isn't Tiger. He never will be. And maybe he doesn't want to be. At the Benjamin School in Palm Beach, January 2026, Charlie stands in the hallway between classes, earbuds in, hoodie pulled low. A few lockers down, someone laughs. He looks over. Kai Trump stands with friends, her golf bag slung over her shoulder. She catches his eye for a moment, smiles, then turns back to her conversation. They've known each other for months. Same school, same sport, same overwhelming level of public attention. Kai doesn't need an explanation about paparazzi waiting. Outside algebra class, she doesn't question why interviews were turned down after winning the Florida Women's Amateur. She understands, and for the first time in his life, Charlie is around someone who doesn't see him as Tiger's shadow. Stanford versus Miami. Legacy versus freedom. Stanford University in Palo Alto, the place where Tiger became a legend. Winning 2 NCAA individual titles and building the foundation of a Hall of Fame career. Every coach and analyst says the same thing. If you're a Woods, you go to Stanford. It's tradition. It's destiny. Miami, in Coral Gables, sunshine, ocean breeze, a rising golf program eager to prove itself. No Tiger legacy, no history to duplicate. Just the opportunity to build something new. Charlie's parents, though divorced, are united in wanting what's best for him. Elin Nordegren has been seen at his tournaments beside Tiger, co-parenting in a way that feels almost surreal to those who remember 2009. She wants what's best for her son. Tiger wants what's best for his legacy. Those two things might not be the same. Stanford offers prestige. Miami offers proximity, to home, to family, to familiarity, and maybe to someone who makes that life feel less lonely. The rumors started. Quietly, a liked photo, an Instagram comment, then a blurry image of 2 teenagers leaving a golf course together, Charlie and Kai. The internet erupted. But beyond the headlines and speculation, the real story isn't about Stanford or Miami. It's about a 17-year-old standing at the edge of his own identity, deciding whether to follow a path carved by history or create one entirely his own.
Headlines exploded overnight. CharlieWoods dating Kai Trump. Tiger approves relationship with the Trump family. Is Charlie choosing Miami because of Kai?
The media wrote the story before anyone asked the real question. What does it feel like to be 17 years old and have the world narrate your love life before you've even had a first date? Kai Trump isn't just another high school golfer. She's the granddaughter of Donald Trump. She reportedly signed a $1.2 million NIL deal before graduation. Every move she makes becomes political debate, tabloid fuel, social media wildfire, and she's been offered a golf scholarship to Miami. Stanford doesn't have Kai, Miami does. It's easy to reduce everything to teenage romance. It's harder to see what's really happening. Two teenagers trying to find normalcy in a world that refuses to let them be normal. Some of you understand that feeling. Maybe not with cameras and million-dollar contracts, but with expectations pulling you one direction while your heart pulls you another. Those choices are never simple. Inside Tiger Woods' Jupiter Island mansion, the walls are lined with trophies, claret jugs, green jackets, crystal awards from tournaments Charlie barely remembers. The house feels like a museum of greatness, and Charlie lives inside it. Tiger hasn't said much publicly about the college decision, but privately, the conversations are happening. Late nights in the home gym, quiet talks after practice rounds. His body may be worn down by surgeries, but his mind remains sharp. He understands legacy better than anyone. Does Tiger want Stanford? Of course. Does he understand the pressure that comes with it? More than anyone alive. Friends say Charlie has grown quieter lately. The kid who used to joke around at tournaments now keeps his headphones in. The smile for cameras appears less often. Something is shifting. Both Stanford and Miami have reached out. Both promise development, competition, a pathway to the PGA Tour. On paper, they offer the same opportunity, but paper doesn't show emotion. Stanford carries ghosts. It means walking the same paths. Tiger walked, eating in the same dining halls, practicing, on the same greens, every swing compared to a 20-year-old highlight reel. Every mistake a reminder that you're not him. Maybe not ever. Miami is a clean slate, sunshine, familiarity, a program that wants Charlie for Charlie, not because his father wore cardinal red 3 decades ago. And then there's Kai, 17, confident, already financially successful through endorsements. She didn't choose Miami because of Charlie. She chose it because it made sense for her. But if Charlie chooses it too, the world will assume what it wants to assume. It always does. Let's be clear. CharlieWoods and Kai Trump have never confirmed a relationship. No official statements, no red carpet appearances, no coordinated social media posts. What we actually know is simple. They attend the same school. They play the same sport. They've been photographed together at events. That's it. Everything else is speculation layered on top of speculation. But even if there's no romance, there is understanding. Kai knows what it feels like to carry a last name bigger than herself. She knows what it's like when people think they know your story before you've told it. She knows what it's like to be reduced to a headline. Charlie's world is smaller than most imagine. School, practice, tournaments, family. A tight circle. Kai is one of the few people in that circle who doesn't see him as a future Hall of Famer or a disappointing sequel. She sees him as a peer. Tiger and Elin were spotted together at Charlie's state championship match in December, standing, side by side, clapping, co-parenting with visible unity. Cameras loved it. The internet loved it. But behind the smiles, there's complexity. Elin wants Charlie to choose happiness. Tiger wants Charlie to choose greatness. Sometimes those are the same thing, sometimes they're not. The question no one was asking was the simplest one. What does Charlie want? Not what Stanford wants. Not what Miami wants. Not what legacy demands. What does the 17-year-old with the impossible last name want for himself? That's the question that kept him awake at night. That's the question 2 emails couldn't answer. Then in February 2026, the announcement came quietly. No press conference. No televised ceremony. Just an Instagram post. CharlieWoods commits to the University of Miami. The internet fractured. Stanford supporters were stunned. Miami fans celebrated. Analysts debated what it meant for his development. Tiger's camp stayed silent. But what the Post didn't say was this: Charlie chose Miami because it felt right. Not because of Kai. Not because of NIL money. Not because he was running from Stanford. He chose it because, for the first time, he made a decision based on what he wanted, not what history expected. That same week, Kai announced her commitment to Miami. Coincidence or not, no one truly knows. And in the end, it doesn't matter. What matters is that two teenagers with enormous legacies chose the same path. They'll be teammates, they'll practice together, they'll face pressure together. And maybe they'll remind each other that they are more than their last names. 3 days later, Tiger released a simple statement: proud of my son. Excited to watch him grow at Miami. No disappointment, no lectures about tradition, just pride.